Everything you're about to see in this video does not belong to me but to their respectful owners. Content links that are used for this video is in the description box down below. So, with that said, enjoy the video. Well, partner, have I got some news for you. And don't worry, I'm not going to be wearing this for the entire video because it is hot. And I'm not going to be wearing a cowboy hat for this entire video. Now my hair is a mess because of that. But don't worry, cue the intro. I'll be right back. Howdy y'all, it's me, Diana again, and welcome back to my galaxy. And as you can probably tell by the thumbnail and the title of this video, you might know what this video is going to be about. And let me just say before we get started, when I found out about this, I was so beyond excited, and I'm still kind of excited about this particular news, and I just really wanted to share it with y'all. And yes, I'm also still trying to decorate for Christmas, but anyways, beyond that, let's just jump right in, shall we? This video is all about basically Rodeo Houston. Now, for those of y'all who live in Texas, y'all know what the rodeo is about. But for those who don't, Rodeo Houston is basically Texas' version of Coachella. While California has their own thing over there, which is Coachella, which is a big thing over here. Here in Texas, the Rodeo Houston, it is considered just like Coachella. And basically people fly in everywhere just to come to Rodeo Houston. The only difference is between Coachella and Rodeo Houston, Coachella over there is just specifically for music. Rodeo Houston here, we do have music, but it's also a competition for all the cowboys and cowgirls who have made it this far, and they're able to compete in the Rodeo Houston. So in the beginning, you have your cowboys and cowgirls going against each other to go to the finals in Las Vegas. I know that because I have an older sister who knows a lot about that. And at the end of every night, you have the musical guest performances there. Where the rodeo actually happens is in the stadium, the same exact stadium where the Houston Texans play, NRG Stadium. And outside of NRG Stadium is the entire Carnival, where you have a lot of rides, food, and actually speaking of food, there is sometimes a barbecue competition over there, which is so delicious. Well, from what I've heard. I mean, I never had any of the barbecue that they had at the rodeo, because I mean, usually it's expensive, very expensive. And to make it a long story short, how Rodeo Houston got started, it got started all the way back in 1932, during the Great Depression, way before my grandparents were even born. Pretty much anyone who is a Texan or lives in Texas, it is pretty much such a big deal when Rodeo Houston comes around. And during the months of February and March, we Texans like to call this season rodeo season. And for many Texans, like myself, we always try to make it an effort to go pretty much every year when rodeo season comes. And yes, I have gone to the rodeo countless amount of times. My very first time was all the way back when the Jonas Brothers came here and performed. And then my second time was when Taylor Swift came here to perform all the way back in 2009, which was ironically 10 years ago. Oh god. And as of this year, I went to the rodeo 3 times, breaking our record from last year, which I went to the rodeo twice last year in 2018. So basically, in short summary, Rodeo Houston is basically like Texas versions of Coachella and everything. And the stadium, NRG Stadium, that's where the rodeo is actually taking place. While outside of NRG Stadium, that's where the entire carnival is at. And it has so many amazing rides. And if you guys ever go to Rodeo Houston, I highly recommend that you guys ride Alien Invasion and the Rave Wave, which the Rave Wave is my favorite ride. But before you guys get any of those rides, please do not eat before you go on it. And also my other favorite thing to do at the rodeo is to play the carnival games, which I have played my first carnival game and I was able to win the donkey. Y'all probably must have seen that pic on Instagram. And you guys are probably wondering why I'm explaining all of this about Rodeo Houston, because this is an important context of this particular news that I've heard yesterday. Usually during this time of the month, December, that's when Rodeo Houston basically released a set list of the type of music that's going to be played. Not the artist, the type of music that's going to be played at Rodeo Houston. I was basically scrolling through Instagram, looking at pictures of BTS and everything, and then all of a sudden, I see this. I see the set list of what's gonna be for the 2020 Rodeo Houston. And on Tuesday, March 10th, it says right here the type of music that's gonna be played on that day is K-pop. Also, side note, yesterday I was pretty much having the worst day ever because I was just stressing out on this final day I have in class, like what my finals are going to be about and everything. So basically, that day changed from the worst day ever to the best day ever. Me knowing and seeing that on Tuesday, March 10th of 2020 of next year, for this rodeo season, we are going to have a K-pop artist performing at Rodeo Houston. And honestly, I am just so beyond excited and so happy that we're finally getting like different types of music other than country, which I know it might be sacrilegious saying this because I'm a Texan and everything, but sometimes I find country music kind of a little bit boring and sometimes it puts me to sleep. Sorry, but it does. Not to mention the fact that some country songs are just depressing as all hell. But anyways, aside from all that, I'm just really so beyond excited that we're finally going to have anything K-pop related here in Rodeo Houston. And I believe that Rodeo Houston said themselves that for this particular season, 2020, for this upcoming year, they said that they were going to try to do something that they have never done before. But now that we know what kind of music is going to be played, and we know that on Tuesday, March 10th, 2020, we know that it's going to be K-pop, who is going to be performing there? My first thought is BTS. Because I mean, like I said in my last BTS video, when you think of K-pop, you automatically think about BTS and everything. They pretty much are the most successful K-pop boy band in the modern era. And they basically pretty much have the world at the palm of their hands. And also, coming to think of it, it would be great if BTS were able to perform for Rodeo Houston because it will give them more amounts of exposure. And BTS is still considered new to the American audience, especially since they first debuted here in America in 2017, even though BTS has been around since 2013. My other thought was EXO, which EXO is a K-pop band that I kind of know a little bit, but I'm just really saving EXO because I want to do like a first time reaction to EXO. The only EXO video I've ever seen was some of the members singing in Spanish, which that video was amazing to see. My third guess is what I would consider the new kids on the block in the K-pop scene and in the music industry is ATEEZ. Now, the reason why I say ATEEZ are the new kids on the block, well, is because they are. They debuted since last year, and as of this year, they are getting popular within just a short amount of time. My other fourth guess is Girls' Generation, because we haven't pretty much heard anything about Girls' Generation ever since 2017 and everything, and this might be considered a good comeback if they were able to perform. And my last final guess is obviously Blackpink, because Blackpink is considered like the most popular K-pop girl group of the modern era, and if they're on their hiatus and if they're planning to do a comeback, this is probably the best way to go. Start off with a bang. And also, this is just not official. This is just thinking and speculation. This is not a fact. Like I said, Rodeo Houston just released the set list of what kind of music is going to be played. They haven't released any of the artists yet. So, in regards of who is going to be playing at Rodeo Houston, we don't know at this time. So basically, in the meantime, we're just going to have to wait until January, because usually January, that's when they start releasing the actual set list of the artists that's going to be playing at the rodeo. Regardless to whoever is playing, I'm just going to wish them the best of luck. And they might not know it, but they're basically making history, because whoever it might be, they will be the first ever K-pop artist performing at Rodeo Houston, which that's such a big achievement for you guys. You guys are basically making and rewriting history, not just around the world, but also within America and also within Texas. That's basically a triple threat, but in a good way. I mean, like for me, I really hope and pray that it's BTS because I really want to see them so badly, whether it be Rodeo Houston or their actual concerts. Well, as a matter of fact, it would be a whole lot better if I could go to one of their actual concerts because I feel like that's going to be a whole lot more fun. To any of the K-pop artists that's going to be performing of this particular rodeo season for this year 2020, I wish you guys the best of luck, and from my personal experience since I've been to some of the concerts, it is such an amazing experience, and I think you guys are going to have a fun time there. And I wish you guys the best of luck. And just like that, our video is done. What are your guys' thoughts about this? I don't know. Let me know in the comment sections down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys loved this video. And if you did, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new. And also ring my bell so that way you guys get notified on my future videos. Thank you guys so much again for watching. And as always, I'll see y'all next time on my galaxy. Love you all. Bye.